will like it the most. It'll be the highlight of
The
your
most.
day.
Not even a lot. The most.
Then you like it the most. You'll dig it the most. Live on time, on point, can be free of charge.
Blake is
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the worldwide. Shit. To the 203rd episode of Live Edition. Long time coming, high anticipated, never duplicated, often supplicated, underappreciated. Not about your program. The program feature. Nickel Standard Opinion, compensating town swilling bishop, like ever staple, mediator, moderator, stir on epic name later. 3 people, 2 tips, 1 dream. Broadcasting's finest stream. I got a smoothie.
Do you have a smoothie?
Yum yum. Get you some. How about you as a Coriolan Music presentation to YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, available on Spotify, Anchor FM, available on the internets from coast to coast. And now here he is. He's got his old wolf hat on. In tribute for Wolfie Chan. He died to a boss.
Wolfie Chan died? To a boss?
No, you died to a boss.
I died to one boss over and over again today.
And he's a professional terrarian. William Bishop.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Dr. D, what's up? How you doing?
I was really thinking about it today.
Don't. That's a bad sign already.
When did 1.3 come out? It was 5 years ago, right? September. It would have been like September, October 2015.
I don't remember. Chat would know way better than me.
Chat would know. This is the biggest update for Terraria in 5 years, and it is 2 weekends away.
Yeah.
I'm stoked, man.
Yeah. Even bad wolves can be good, Celery says. You're stoked?
I'm stoked, man.
I think I'm taking next week off. I'm not gonna stream next week.
Oh, in order to...
Yeah?
Because it's going to be a big deal, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I was thinking about taking all of next week off. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, want to.
Yeah.
I would recommend staying active on Twitter and maybe doing some of your live streaming and maybe do some IRLs. You could take a trip into the city and find an open maybe some green space to hang out in.
Maybe.
Away from people. I bet you could still do that.
Away from people, that's my favorite.
It is your favorite. Oddly enough, it is your favorite. Guys, hit up that tweet for me. Thank you. Yeah, but it is the biggest one, and it looks like you may. Is there really an in-game item?
We don't know. Don't postulate about the badger item. We don't know. Okay?
We don't know.
We don't know. It's all I know about it is that if it does even exist in the first place, I've heard that I'm gonna have to work for it. And maybe it wasn't put in the game because they try to rush it out for Corona.
Yeah, I mean,
so who knows if it's even in there? I don't care. It's not a big deal. I mean, it'd be great, but it's whatever.
We kind of care. It would.
Do we kind of? I mean, do we? I won't be disappointed.
I do.
You do? Okay.
I do.
It's a 000 item. You probably have to beat master mode on a hardcore with killing Moonlord or some nonsense.
Yeah, it'll be something that is in your genre, right?
Yeah, probably. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, that's what they did for Ox. They did Ox, expert master mode because he killed.
They made it. Yeah, they made it like to get the shades, to get his shades, and
up to 3 aviators, which is pretty cool.
You had to do some stuff, right?
Oh, you know what? Well, I don't even know what the item is gonna be too, because there was talks about the magic hat and a badger pet, right? So there's and then they could be, I didn't like any of those ideas. Let's do something else. So who knows?
Yeah.
Don't look forward to it. Okay, is all I'm saying. Because the idea that an item for me could be in a game, could be in Terraria, like that's
not just
insane.
any game.
That's
not just any game.
Just in any game in Terraria. That's insane. It boggles
the
mind.
That has arguably. That you found love with, 7-8 years ago, right?
Tons of times. I fall in love with Terraria, right? Like,
yeah.
I think Extra Mode made me fall in love all over again. I think the first time I really fell in love with it was when I was watching Total Biscuit and Jesse Cox play it, and I started playing it myself, and was totally lost, didn't know what was going on, and it was a different game, really. Mm-hmm. So having it in there after 8 years of playing it, yeah. It would be crazy, but also it's so crazy that I don't even want to think about it. Like, It's too much.
It's yeah. At some point, it gets meta. So this is something to do. This is something that
Debated maybe.
okay. Streamers go through this on occasion where you'll I guess the way to express it is you get up inside your own head a little bit, right? Where you go wait, you kind of take a 60,000-foot view of yourself. It's not unlike a weed-like experience where you go, wait a second, what are you doing? What are we doing here? And you look at yourself as if you're an alien and you've landed and you see yourself, right? Meow. And what you end up seeing
Necro.
is, okay, wait a second. I'm able to eat
Eat.
by playing video games for a couple hundred folks on an internet.
Yeah, internet's
And I
crazy,
can
right?
put food in my mouth. And then there's people on the other end of these little chat texts that send money so I can eat. And it's this crazy, humbling thing that you get up in your own head about. And
I try not to think about it.
And here's the thing: at some point, if you get too up in your head, it gets to where you can't function normally. Like
you'll
it
have an
inhibits your
existential crisis. Is what's going to happen.
You have an existential crisis, right?
Yeah.
And it inhibits your ability to move forward, right? Because you go, I just can't deal with all of this business, right? I can't wrap my head around how this is all real, how people do that.
You kind of just have to roll with it, you know? If you think about it too much,
you go,
you're
wait
going
a
to hurt
second.
yourself.
Well, yeah, and then you go, wait a second. It's time for me to do the next show. Like I gotta hit the button.
I don't think about it
I
as
gotta go
much.
forward.
I don't know. Like just
Right.
Yeah, I mean, start stream always makes me anxious, but it's the same amount of anxious that I always felt forever.
Right. But it's not even anxious. It's not even.
I get anxious, shaken.
Right. You
scared,
don't. I don't. You
terrified.
do.
Right.
No,
I don't know how
never.
you don't. I don't know how anybody
Never.
doesn't.
Hmm.
I mean, absolutely
Screw that.
terrified. More
I'm ready.
You're
Get out of my
always
way.
ready. Yeah.
Get out of my way.
This is why I have a nice
Let's go.
flex on your partner shirt, by the way.
It's just next in my closet.
Mm-hmm.
I load from this end.
Very slightly too big for me. Very
Mine
slightly
is
too big.
too. I wish I'd ordered the small.
Yeah,
So I
same.
could.
You'd
I
flex
ordered
on
the
it.
medium because I didn't know.
Well, medium's my normal short size.
No. I have trouble between choosing between the small shirt and the smaller shirt, so I can flex on that shit.
Well, why'd you get a medium? I guess you called in for a medium to start with, huh?
I debated.
It's so hard to know.
On an unseen
And you know-
an unseen shirt.
It,
right?
Honestly, yeah, unseen too. Honestly, they're not that great at shirts because they don't have names on them. They just say partner. Like you just got like the name could have gone in so many different places,
Right.
and then it just didn't bother to put names on. It could have gone there,
Right.
yeah. It could have gone in the
Yeah.
back. I like the back the most, or it could have just gone
Yeah.
in the front. Honestly, that would be really cool. I mean, Clown Town. The issue with yours is it sucks.
Is it
Clown
so-
Town
well,
with
you
O's
think
or
so.
zeros. I think so.
I'm keeping it though.
I think you got to change it at some point, man.
No. If you search for me, I own the Google space for
You
my
own,
for my
you
name.
sure you own the Google space for Clown
You used
Town
to. You
with
used
O's
to.
zero- TVG Badger? You still go type in TVG Badger. You'll be fine. You get me?
Yeah,
That's
but
bad-
now
bad doesn't work.
you're just Badger. Yeah, I get you at TVG Badger. I get you. That's my point. Is I get you everywhere at TVG Badger. I don't get you if I just find you on Twitch, and I experience you
What
first
would you
on
rather
Twitch.
be?
I just type in Badger. I don't. I find.
Big
I
fish
find
in a
not
small
you.
pond? Small pond and a big fish? Small pond?
I like.
Fish,
See, look.
small-
I find
Big pond, small fish.
Mustelidae, Hectolidae, Melani, Melivernii, badgers, omnivores, short-legged omnivores in the
Oh, you mean you
family.
type in Badger, yeah. See,
Let's type in badger. And they are a little cuter than you are. I'm just going to tell you.
Hey, now that's how you do it today. A good, unique handle.
little
I
bit.
think yeah, no, it's just a great handle. The problem is spelling it.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/Nihilus. How do I spell
Good
that?
unique handle.
Nilaus. You can find me at twitch.tv/Badger. Oh, that's a word. I know Badger. I can type that in easy.
If anything, I'm gonna drop the town off the end.
You could do clown,
excuse me.
sure.
Yeah, I'm still keeping the zero.
I would say you should do Clown Town with just the O's. That's fine. It's a little long.
It's not. If anything, I would do that.
And let Genies check every day if you could drop the 90. If I could be William Bishop, I'd be that.
Yeah.
JD
Also-
play 5. Good, unique, and explains what I do. Strong disagree. Hi, my name is
Yeah.
JD. Oh, where can I find your Twitch? Twitch.tv/JD_P play, and then a 5 at the end.
I knew I didn't want an underscore. I knew I did not want an underscore. I had to think of something with an underscore, without an underscore. I knew I did not want it.
My entire thing for what I want my name might be to be is being able. Can I convey it to a person easily via words? Can I right in front of someone?
Right.
Can I say? Because people, this is what happens to me now. I'm like twitch.tv/Badger, and they're like, just Badger. They say just Badger, and I'm like, yes, just Badger. That's it. And then that's how easy it is to remember. You can remember that afterwards. You can. You don't have to write it down. There's no business card necessary. I am Badger on Twitch. And then from Twitch, they can find my other stuff. I actually lead with Twitch now because it's so clean, rather than doing TVG Badger, where if I do TVG Badger, people type in TUG, they type in TWG, they type in all kinds of random stuff, dude. It blows my mind. What I do if I have to take TVG, or what I had to do before was, I am TVG Badger, Tango Victor Golf BADGER, the video game with Badger after that, and then you have to say it so many times for people to grab onto it. Just hand out badges as business cards. That would be terrifying. I mean, I do have business cards, still using business cards. Actually getting a new business card made right now. So, and I think those are still useful.
Are you? You have a new business card coming.
Yeah,
great.
We have all kinds of new. We have a new designer that's working on stuff.
Cool.
Business cards in the shape of a badger, that's fun. But
that'd be hard.
The thing I don't like about changing the shape of the cards, like the super thin cards, or not the thin cards, they're not thin. I guess that's not. They're like half-size cards. Those cards, any like weird shape cards. Those are really annoying to handle, actually.
Okay.
As someone who uses business cards, I'd rather you just hand me a normal business card.
Yeah. Here is my big...
like you'll get a stack of business cards, and there's like a couple cards in there that are all like kind of weirdly shaped.
That is as good as I can smash them all together.
So, but there's also the argument like, hey, my business card is unique. That'll make it stick out more. It just makes me frustrated with you.
It's a pain in the ass. It really is.
Odd-shaped cards go to the garbage. Mine don't go to the garbage, but I could see why you would do that, to throw them in the garbage.
So here's a good example. I just reached over and grabbed them. So speaking of which, by the way, if you're this ties into our little theme is if you want to be a streamer, what you need to do is you need to have business cards and bring more than you think, because I ran out of them at PAX East, which is to my...
Some people don't use them. Some people love them. It's up to you.
Zenigami was up my ass about, what are you doing? Why did you run out of them, you dumbass?
Well, I probably was too.
But there you go. Can you see the card behind the card that doesn't quite stack up?
Doesn't line up, yeah. Even if they're slightly different shaped, or like what Max is saying, like have a card that's square, but do something on the inside. If it's smaller, then it's a problem too.
Yeah, it is.
It's fine, though. I don't think it's a big deal. I think a lot of people have really cool cards, and being unique is nice. I think I would stick with just a normal size business card.
This one's just okay. I'll give you a normal size versus a square.
See, I don't know why to do. There's no rationale for the square one. It's not even unique. It's just square. Yeah. Just really annoying.
It's annoying.
Oh, they're hopefully not calling out this. I don't know who this is. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's whatever. But business cards are as important as panels, I would say.
Okay, that's a good parallel.
Yeah.
It's not a horrible parallel, but it's kind of a parallel. It's like, hey, this is something with my business information. However, being able to put something in someone's hands,
especially in these times, I would never accept anything that someone had in their hand. I could see why, Nihilus.
Yeah, what's the new normal, right? What is our new normal? Are we gonna do these anymore?
Do people
respond to business cards?
I don't know about people, but I do. I use mine.
I do. 100%.
I go. So usually for my cycle, I'm out. I'm getting the business cards, and then I come back to my hotel or whatever we're doing, and then I go through them. Yeah, and I'll follow up with them if I like them, and then the people who I didn't want to follow up with, I'll throw them away.
Right.
But the other thing you can do is just take Twitter out, go to your Twitter app, and people like this a lot. Go to the Twitter app, and then there's
a selection in Twitter that says scan my QR code.
Yeah, so you have to hit your profile on the top, and then this button down here in the bottom is a little barcode symbol. Click on that button. You go to this, and then the person that you're wanting to follow, you taps on this, then your barcode is scanned by them.
Right.
And that a lot of people like that as a business card, which I don't like following people on Twitter. So
I did a fair amount of that. I did a fair amount of that.
Yes, Logi. Logi says, do you compare your business cards and events like they do in American Psycho? Yes, literally.
Yes.
What kind of phone is this? This is a Android
phone. Something or other.
It's a Redmi 7.
Huawei.
But we don't kill anybody over the business cards. We usually just get impressed.
Right.
So yeah, it's going to be culture based. If people respond to the business cards, it's going to be individual based if they respond or not. It is the person taking your card like cards or not? Because then
sure, I do.
I mean,
you're
going to want to give multiple ways of connecting.
This is our buddy Rusty at.
If you pro tip, if you receive a business card, don't put it in your ass pocket. But that's where all my business cards go. Why is that a pro tip?
No. Hang on. Oh, it fell backwards. Hang on, let me grab mine.
Because I have a business card wallet where I keep my business cards and business cards I've received. Yeah, there it is. That's the exact wallet I have too.
So when you order from Bold Viking, when you order from Vista Print,
maybe it's good to
go ahead and
it's
go ahead and
rude
spin.
in most cultures. Fuck cultures.
No.
That's stupid. You know what's more rude though? Is just not reading the card.
Right.
What
you should do when you order your 500 from Vista Print, spend the extra $4.28 and get one of these little card wallets. Both Badger
I'm
and I
not carrying
have
that in my front pocket. That's for sure. All right, that's too much.
No front pockets. I don't like anything next to the cannon, man.
You don't carry anything in your ass pocket? I always carry stuff in my ass pocket.
Yeah.
Both of them, my wallet and my other thing. Hold it in two hands, read it, and place it somewhere nice. Okay, I'll never prescribe to this. It's just too much nonsense.
Here, let me show you the one.
Shout out. I went without cards by mistake once. I had a QR code on my phone that imports to contacts, and people can scan it. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean that's fine, right? It's the same thing. I place important things in my back pocket because getting out of my pro pocket takes me forever. Yeah, same.
Look at this bullshit here. So this is Jazzy's card, who I didn't need to follow up because we were buddies at PAX East.
But then we got Nodecraft. So these are common. This is what I was talking about with the thin cards. Is what I said.
Look at this.
Like they're it's wrong in like two different things. Don't sit on your wall.
As an example, I am buddies with Jazzy, so I don't necessarily need her card. I got her card immediately, but then we were just immediate buddies. And then now I have a Nodecraft server, so and Rusty and I talk on Twitter all the time.
Bad for your spine. What? I can see that though. You see it sitting on your wall.
Yeah, if your wallet's too big.
And if you're like, how big is it? Is it a book? What you got in there?
No, I never.
Make all card size a credit card. That's the normal size card. Yeah, is a credit card size. Yeah, I think that's very Japanese style. The two hands, hold it in two hands, place it somewhere nice. I think I would just never hand my cards out in Japan, I guess.
Or you just do a bunch of bowing and call it good.
Yeah, all the bowing. They're so big on bowing over there. All the bowing.
I like it.
The bowing?
Yeah.
That's when they bow, I want to punch them in the head.
No.
Give me an open shot right in the temple.
That'd be naughty. No. The bowing is. I like the bowing.
It's good now.
You know, also
shaking hands. What
is the acknowledgement? The acknowledgement as you're talking. The height. You know, they'll say it like a yes.
Copy.
Right. It's like a copy. Exactly. Where they understand what you say and they're actually saying, I'm getting you. And the Yanks, the U.S.
radio technique. Well, that's just.
You just get a blank stare.
Hopefully not. Nodding.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Yeah.
No.
I do yeah.
In Japan?
Yeah.
In Japan it's always the yes. We're acknowledging you. Copy. Height. You're doing the thing.
This is radio talk.
That is
the reason
that's high performance. That's high speed, man.
The reason that's important is so that the sender knows that the receiver got the message. If you don't
copy, right?
If you don't say you copy, you know. But I do. Solid. I like to say moving. Is mine.
Or I'll say solid copy. Gotcha.
Moving is my favorite.
Copy.
I'm taking action on this.
I think I saw that in a Call of Duty cutscene in a little vignette.
I hate you. Why'd you go there? Why'd you?
And the guy goes, "Solid copy," and he moves on.
Did you say that? Oh god.
Yeah.
Computers always send an
enjoyed that one.
in network traffic unless it's. Will you speak English in here, Dark Knight Lightly? You're not allowed to speak non-English. Please. Digital business cards is where we're already heading. This pandemic is going to accelerate the change. I mean, I don't think you're going to get sick from someone's business card. I mean,
it can technically live on fingers. It can live on paper. It can live outside.
Just not for very long. But it's I don't know, man.
It's hard.
Are we going to always wear masks now? Are we going to start wearing gloves? Might as well just wear gloves if we're going to do this.
Gloves are a pain. They're straight
just
up.
Don't eat the business card or lick it. I mean, I guess the issue is touching your face. Yeah.
It's touching your face. Yeah. I'm a big face toucher. And I touch my face. I touch your face. I'm all.
You will not touch my face. I will recoil so fast.
I don't.
I'll be swinging. What the heck?
You just start swinging.
I guess
No,
gloves aren't going to help. Gloves are not going to even help you because you're just going to get the corona on your gloves and then touch your face anyway with your glove.
Right.
Will you?
'Cause
I
I
will
gotta-
time all chatters out who say the term UDP or ACK again.
I don't know.
Okay.
MP3 listeners, we've got a bunch of nerds in chat. Is what we deal with all the time. So here,
sadly,
anything? Oh, so
they're
for business
emboldened by
cards,
you. You give them. You make them comfortable. You know that.
Yes,
This is your fault.
I do. I hire guys like this.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Is it worse to have the card or shake hands? I'm just gonna have hand sanitizer all the time and moisturizer. I don't know how different is the next convention going to be? Because
here's the thing:
are we going to one? Is there going to be a next convention?
I don't think we're going to have one until 2022 probably, or late 21.
See, I'm on the same boat here. The world's over, bruh. It's going to be different at least.
No, it's
like
not
the
over.
world
It's
as
gonna
we
be
knew it is over.
Yes, it's kind of over. It's going to change as much as 9/11 changed the states, which kind of did, right?
Yeah.
All matters secure. Okay. Here's the thing. Here's a good parallel. It changed the states in terms of security, and of also suspicion, right? There's and some monitoring, right? Security monitoring and kind of some suspicion, right? This is going to change the world as much, but medically and germophobia and
I think more, surely. Significantly more.
Yeah.
It affects everybody. Every human is the issue.
But
Right?
but here's the thing: it's not just.
You're
So
screwed.
other
Alec.
countries kind of had
You're
a
so
splash
extra screwed.
effect of 9/11, right? So the UK, Australia, they put in measures after we did. After we said, all right, flights are going to do this, that, and the other. They had a ripple effect with the rest of the West saying, we're not, okay, planes number one, we're going to lock that shit down. We're not letting you go bring anything on anymore. We're going to start checking people. And in fact, Israel was already doing that. We went, okay, we got your name. Now let's start doing more of what Israel's doing, right? We started monitoring internet traffic. We started being able to releasing some laws, being able to put two and two together. We started doing way more background checks. We dug up a new department called Homeland Security and said, all right, what's going on our soil? We're gonna freaking take care of it. And we did some major changes after 9/11, right? This is probably, like I said, some of my predictions for this is going to be PPE for kind of everybody working. Specifically, probably specifically food industry.
Essential workers are especially going to have this PPE.
Any doctors.
Proper protective equipment, by the way, is what PPE is.
Yeah, protective equipment is doctors. And so the dentists are already there. So the dentists for the last, say, 10, 12 years have been rugged up, and they have face shields and they have gloves and they've got the masks and all that other stuff. Because if you've been in the dentist in the last 15 years or so, they're now it's out of a movie. They're now it may as well be alien heads leaning over you working on your teeth, right? They're all rugged up. Doctors sometimes, like your general, your GP, general practitioner, your doctor is not rugged up most of the time. He may do a glove if he's got a let's practice some medicine. He may do a glove on occasion if he's got a rooch out or something, but otherwise they don't rug up unless they're they don't rug up unless they're going to get in there. Now I would imagine that every single visit to a doctor from here on out, the doctor will at least have gloves and a mask, whether it's just a casual visit or, hey, I'm having some pain in my shoulder, right? I need to go look at physical therapy. I think 100% of doctors and nurses it'll be required for them all the time.
Hillary asked, do you think that the changes will happen on a federal level or more state by state? I actually think that it's even smaller than that. No,
business by business.
Family by family, person by person. Because I think this is so different than other events, and that the culture of people has changed massively.
I was going to ask you.
It's going to go small and then big.
Because my buddy, whom I roomed with at university, who is a black belt in jiu-jitsu, the one I wrote the story about, and saying that right as I injured my toe and I said I was going to be out 6 weeks at least, I think I broke my toe. And I was in the car just going, like this. And then I see on Twitter, or I see him, he texted me, he got his black belt, right? And that's one moment where he did everything right in his life, and I've got all these misses in my life or whatever, right? He's an assistant director at a hospital. Would you like to have him on here, and we can just kind of pick his brain about
sure
what's
actually going on? He's actually in the field.
And
right?
what we'll have to do is we'll say, all right, no names, no locations, so that he can speak freely. But I bet you he's a straight shooter. He's not gonna.
I'd love to do that. Yeah, I love how you
would
asked me this question live on show.
Would you guys like that if I maybe had him
time
on?
He'll make time for us. Don't worry.
I mean, yeah, and we treat it like, hey, we're just going to interview, and he's not just a doctor. He's one of the medical directors of his hospital as well. So, and I asked him about this, and he goes, man, it's just a title. And I went, well, it's obviously not just a title, because if you're trying to set policy and stuff like that, he says, yeah, some stuff I set policy and all that. So, I mean, he might, what I expect him to say is, we had some stuff in place and we did some stuff good, but this thing caught everybody with their pants down.
Yeah.
Is what I can imagine he's going to tell us.
I would be very interested to have him on.
I would love to. I was thinking about that, and I've been messaging him about every week in this whole thing, and the only thing I'll really get out of him is things like this whole thing is surreal. The fact that Donald Trump is president, the fact that we are unable to go outside and get and sit in a restaurant, the fact that
is insane. That is insane.
Right. The fact that there's fines being handed out for doing normal stuff in a park.
Right. No mask is a fine.
No mask is a fine, or whatever. Right. He says, I would, if you had told me this 20 years ago or however many years ago, when I was first learning about the world, like, thinking about what I wanted to do in university as a kid or something, if you had told me that I would be a doctor in a time like this as like a youngster, he would have thought you're crazy.
The surreal feeling, I think, is something that's permeating everything. It's the surrealness also is part of the grieving process too. Something happens and you kind of deny it at first. You don't accept it per se. You're like, oh, it's a joke. It's not real. This isn't the real thing that's going on. I think a lot of people are still in that stage. It's easy to go back to that stage, and I guess it's part of the entire process of the change that's going to happen, the grieving process, I guess.
And I was talking with my mom today, and she was going, look, I'm tired of staying in. I want to get back out at it. And I said, well, let the virus know you're concerned and see what it says.
Duly noted.
Duly noted. Because if there's one of us that's near the at-risk category, it's you. So if you really want to go back and to do all that, and she's in good health, but I mean, I've got several relatives that are 65 and older and not in great health.
It's very dangerous for them, yeah.
And that's like the 10 to 15% category. And there's more than, there's about 10 of them that I'm concerned about. And so if you're doing that math, I'm kind of surprised that I haven't heard about one of them getting put on a ventilator yet.
There's like 1 million people have died already, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm just doing some heavy math about, okay, what, how I've got these people in my life and they're in this category, and
it's a good chance to lose someone, Blakey Poo. All right.
It is. I'm looking at that, and I'm kind of prepping the kids, going, okay, and
people get sick.
Here's the thing: they go to the hospital, you can't go see them.
Yeah.
There's no visitors, right? And if they
that's like when I went to the emergency room, it was no one could visit you if they wanted to. It didn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like I couldn't. Yeah, I mean, I got that thing. I got your note. No. I didn't get your note. I got others calling me. I remember. I got this blew up when you had your for me. What are you doing? What are you looking at?
No, keep going.
Okay.
Where are you?
This thing right here, my cell phone. that blew up of other people telling me you were in the hospital.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
Also,
My bad.
right. So I woke up to that, and then I went to. Then I went over to Twitter to see that, and I thought, well, I guess I better get in the. I guess I'm traveling, and then I thought.
You can do what? Yeah,
what
to come see me.
No, I'm not. I guess I got to go see him. I guess.
You wouldn't be allowed in.
And I went. No, I'm not. I guess I'm staying right here. I don't know. So, well, fuck. Okay, well, I guess I'm staying here. And that's the. Yeah. My mom messaged me. That wasn't the only person. I got a couple of messages. I got a couple of texts.
Some of my internet friends were
3 texts, and then I got quite a few Twitter messages. Fucko.
Well, they weren't sending messages to me. I was dying.
You know who I didn't get a message from?
I didn't message anybody.
You messaged anybody. You messaged everybody.
I was dying. I didn't have mental space to do shit. I was losing my life over here.
A lot of other people. I didn't get a message from him.
I was like, I had the energy to post on Twitter to let people know that what was going on. Yeah. That was it. I was like, how can I tell everybody what's happening and not miss out on anybody? I'll just do Twitter then. It's fine. Because sending individual message to everybody, it's like Twitter's like a group chat. You know?
Yeah, it is. It is. I get that. You almost texted Badger after the Twitter temperature
post? 105. You dumb.
Dumb.
That's my bad. I goofed.
103 is your danger level. That's when you're right into the danger zone.
I thought 105 was fine. I was laughing.
Yeah, of course you're laughing.
I was laughing.
Everybody else is going, oh, he's got brain damage right here.
Yeah, apparently, it's 105 is brain damage level.
You're basically going to bake your brain. It
really is. You're denaturing the proteins. Your brain was. That's why I was laughing. Yeah, I was having a good time. I was like, lol, 105, haha. I was giggling. Yeah, I was like delirious mode, and I was like taking some ibuprofen. I'll be like, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm a spicy boy. It's okay. I immediately made the point. So I was like, I'm spicy tonight. I'm a spicy boy.
So I think on a couple things is we're gonna have way smaller meetings. So just thinking about what's going to change at my work, because it's a big building, got a bunch of conference rooms. I think in-person meetings and travel is going to be way less than it was. Most every company, including mine, they sent everybody home, and then in order to connect, you have to VPN into some servers, right? And then they went, oh crap, we don't have enough VPN and we don't have enough pipeline network bandwidth to receive everybody who's VPNing. And they went, oh crap, we got to put some stuff in. So we had to spend money very quickly to upgrade switches and upgrade blocks of ports and all of this business to be able to accommodate everyone who needed to now VPN to the firewall. Yep, yeah. West Dude's network probably did too, right? So the other one is other things that'll change is the network, the ISPs. They are now called to account for what they're actually selling. So what they'll do is, it's kind of like the insurance model. They sell everybody coverage based on the stats of what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. So like they're going to sell car wreck coverage to be able to cover someone's car at a certain price, because only 1% of people will ever be involved in X number of car wrecks, right? That's going to have all this amount, so that they can make money off of the bulk of everyone who never needs this. Right. Well, your internet service provider is the same way. They sell bandwidth according to a population that is using it at a certain low amount, because during the day most people are
at work
doing their job. They're at work. They're not using their bandwidth. You and I are very different because we're crazy super users who max out our bandwidth, right? That we're extreme users. We're tier ones, right?
Yeah, we're costing them money.
Right. But everybody else who buys the gigabyte, they're only going to use that for 3 hours in the evenings when they're watching their Game of Thrones, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing, is when everybody goes home and everybody wants to do it, they're going to be overwhelmed, because you can't all do it all
right now. I mean, Twitch has been overwhelmed a lot. Twitch is having so many problems.
By contract, that's what they sold.
They sold you the internet, right? And they need to give it to you
X amount, right? So now you have to. Now all these ISPs are going, hey, what the hey? Because this is what I'm paying for, and this is what everybody's paying for, right? But now it's same with insurance companies. You're called to account, and so hey, insurance company, you bet on stats, you bet on statistics, which is usually a good bet.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. Now you're betting. It's called to account. You bet. Sometimes you lose. You've been winning for 20 years.
Yeah, and now you're gonna have some problems now.
Bingo, time to go. Right. So that's an interesting one. So now those contracts, they're going to be looking at, hey, if we've sold X number of contracts to 10,000 users in this neighborhood, can we really support 10,000 users?
You're gonna have to cancel some contracts.
Right. So Twitch has been having problems like that too. I mean, Twitch says, hey, we're gonna give quality options to all these partners. It's not gonna be no big deal. Well, suddenly a bunch of partners just got reactivated, and know we're pulling in all those quality options. We're pulling in all that CPU to do the quality options.
I've been seeing streams with like 50 average viewers not getting quality options. Actually, chat, do we have quality options right now?
Yeah, we need
which like I think back in the day, like 10 would get you quality options all the time.
I was able to get it if I remember with streaming. I was able to get it as long as I started by a certain time. If I started a little earlier, good. If I started a little bit earlier, if I didn't get on by 5:30 p.m., I would lose.
This game that we used to play all the time.
Such a pain in the ass.
It was not great.
And we had this thing to bring it back to streaming, is that those quality options make a big difference, and that is one of the ways that this one thing that comes up all the time is big viewers get big viewers, right? Mm-hmm. Big streamers get streamers with high viewers get high viewers. They get more viewers. So more
the rich
get
richer,
right?
Is what Blake is trying to say.
Rich get richer. Quality options is one of those things. If you're able to get enough viewers to get quality options, you can get more viewers because you have quality options.
Yeah.
All right.
It's sort of it's like the thing, like getting partners, kind of accidental. You accidentally end up with quality options, and you accidentally end up with more views because of that.
Yeah, it's just something you just don't have to deal with anymore, which is I'm super thankful for not have to deal with.
Same. Shout out to you, Twitch, for doing that.
Shout out to you. Shout out to YouTube for offering it on day one with 0 viewers.
YouTube was just like, I'll do your video for you, transcoding. I'll do everything for you. Don't worry.
Awesome. Right. That's the streaming service. If you could blend those two and go, let's do that.
If we could, like, if it's sad that Google didn't put out the cash to take Twitch. Yeah, because it could have, right? And then it would just be.
You know what? Google still could.
I mean, the thing is they didn't care to, right?
They didn't care to.
Like,
right.
It got to a certain money amount, they're like, whatever, we'll just kill you later, right?
We'll kill you later.
That's what they're.
We'll start our own. We'll kill you later.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna slowly inch them out of the streaming business eventually. I think, because they own YouTube, and YouTube is not going anywhere. There is no competitors to YouTube. Period. Like, it just doesn't exist. So when you own the VOD market already, and you're trying to get into the live streaming side of things, it's going to take you a little bit to catch up, but you'll get there.
Yep. Yeah, and I have a crap memo. Yeah, you've been getting them lately. I bet you they just cranked it up. I bet you Twitch just said, all right, we're going to do what we do what we can. We're going to give as many as we can, etc.
Depends on the time of day too.
It always depends on time of day, because I think if you stream over in the during China daytime. During China daytime, you could probably get quality options for nothing, right? For right around there, where Europe's either not awake yet and it's late night for the States, and somewhere over there where there's the Pacific is the prime time.
Like 3 a.m. Central time for me. Yeah, it's good to have this competition. I agree. I'm glad that Mixer exists. I'm glad YouTube live streaming exists. It's only good for us if we can have competition.
What I would have liked Twitch to do is look at YouTube and go, here are the good ideas that YouTube did, like the thumbnails, like the quality options, which I guess they did with the sub button, the pay button for day one. You could start earning money.
Yeah.
Right. They basically did that with affiliates too, right? So,
which was smart. We talked about that for like 6 months before they did it, right? We were just constantly saying that there should be a button.
Why wouldn't you have a button?
Why wouldn't you have a button? I don't know if those VODs are probably on YouTube actually.
Yeah. My statement was always, hey, if you had a button where every time someone pressed it, you made $2.50. Wouldn't you put as many buttons on the internet as you possibly could?
There's buttons everywhere, right? You get a button, you get a button, everyone gets a button.
I'd go drive a bunch of buttons off at Jack in the Box.
Right,
Go,
exactly. Hey, you want a button?
You don't have
touch
to
this
press
button.
it. I'm just going to throw them everywhere, right?
Yeah, basically. I mean, that's what the buttons do. Are you ready for our top 5 tips for beginner, newbie, rookie streaming startup?
Let's do the other. What did I say? The other one. It was, what worked, what didn't work this week.
What worked, what didn't work. Did we talk about this?
Yeah.
What worked this week?
Yeah. Name something that worked. So let's alternate this. Something that worked and something that didn't seem to work.
Wow, something worked this week.
Your schedule. That was your big one. Was your schedule that you painstakingly and begrudgingly put together?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. I'm not saying anything.
Was it effective?
Chat, did you guys look at my schedule?
Yeah.
JD asked me about this during stream. Actually, I was doing a squad stream.
Okay, yeah. Tell me about that.
Well, you guys told me. Well, we were talking about it here, and we talked about. I don't really like squad streams very much. I think there's a lot of downsides to it. But the reason I used squad stream on 2 days actually was that I wanted to have both point of views during the stream. Yeah. So they were both Terraria, and they were kind of speedrunny, sort of. Definitely one was more speedrunning than the other. So I wanted to have both point of views. So even though squad stream has a lot of problems with it, and I felt those problems very strongly during those streams, it was still better to have 2 points of views with the very limited amount of equipment that I had, and also allowed both streamers to be live so that they could both monetize at the same time.
Right. Yeah, that's the number one is being able to see both at the same time without having to go somewhere else or.
That was really the only reason to do. It has a lot of, like I said, a lot of issues. So it did what I wanted to do, squad streaming.
Yep.
But I don't know. It was so with Durin we did speed runs, and it was mostly ignoring chat. Like we didn't talk to chat that much. We talked to each other mostly. We talked to some chat, and that's what happens with squad streams, where it's really hard to keep up with both chats. So one streamer's looking at the one chat, the other streamer's looking at the other chat. It kind of makes it hard to cross-talk with it. The schedule helped you for Australia. Wow, really? My schedule? What really do, Diddley? Get out of here with that. I was expecting a whole lot of no's. For me, it's enough to know which days Badger's not streaming. At the moment, it seems to be Wednesday, Wednesday. Exactly. I mean, and is that a schedule? Just saying when I'm not streaming? Making a schedule thing? I guess. So, did I find the schedule useful? No, not really. Have viewers found the schedule useful? Apparently, yeah. Apparently, people are saying that they have found it useful, so I guess it is working. It is a functional thing. At least they know when about to expect me. It's not that much work to do every Monday. It's not. It's pretty quick to write up. And actually, maybe the best part of it is that it shouts out my friends more effectively when I am going to be doing stuff with them. Yes. I have your links in there and stuff like that and all that jazz. So I suppose that's a sustain. While it doesn't help me, it does seem to help the viewer. So I'll keep writing those up as my patience allows.
And it's just, no one's asking you to go out a month, right?
Right. I'm God forbid doing 2 weeks.
Or do 2 weeks, right? But the next 7 days, and you go, okay, and even if you ditch it, right, and you say, okay, something came, I'm sick or something, it's fine or whatever. But as particularly when you're right, when you have someone else, you're coordinating with someone else. You can say,
that's
hey,
the biggest reason
we have an event, we have a miniature event here, or maybe a big event, but you have an event on Sunday. Me and JD broadcasting, be there, and we're going to coordinate there. And I can shout out you're right. You shout out your buddy, and you go, okay, you're not going to want to miss this guy. It's not just a normal stream day, right? That's a good one.
I guess I suppose there can be personal benefit. A lot of streamers like having their schedule written out so they know what's up. I don't know. I guess it is meant to benefit the viewer. I'm just anti-schedule. Very strongly anti-schedule.
Well, you're anti someone telling you what to do,
including
even
me.
if that someone is you.
So I'm taking next week off, probably. Very likely I won't be streaming next week because I need some time to not do anything.
Right. Because 1.4 is going to drop, and then it's going to be like,
and then
here we
for
go.
The next 2 months, I'm going to be like grinding my balls off.
We're gonna get her done. Yeah.
Master mode, sword only. No, I got Master mode, magic only, maybe. Hardcore, if I can even do hardcore. Definitely been kicking my butt today. I was all salty. I mean, I guess the schedule is for the viewer. It's I'm sorry. I guess everybody everywhere is like, yes, schedules are good.
Well,
everyone likes schedules.
For the schedule is for the viewer, for you, but for people like me and who else was Beef came in and said she was saying that I couldn't get shit done unless I put it on schedule. Then it helps me get shit done.
Yeah.
In that regard, it's for her. It may or may not be for viewers, but it's for her to make a list and check it off.
Force herself to do X things.
Get stuff done, right?
I guess I don't do super good with like a checklist.
Maybe
I should do checklists more. I don't know.
There's three. We did this a while back. This may be interesting. I forget what kind of what test this was, but we did it at my job, and it was you fell into three categories of what you value at work in a work context. It's not always, but what you value.
Okay.
One of them was you value relationships in that what other people think of you. That is one of the higher rankings of it's like, look, I'm not going to get all my stuff done at work, and I may miss some deadlines. But what I'm more concerned about is that manager A or peer B have a good opinion of me.
Okay, sure, I can see that.
That's one thing. Two is I ditch all of that, but my priority is I like to have a checklist of things done, and where I get my satisfaction is not from relationships, but my satisfaction is from accomplishments of whether it's extra pay, maybe or maybe not, but it's sometimes it's a recognition, sometimes it's being able to make 10 things on a list and check them all off and go, yes. And you have that as a higher value system than a relationship, more so than anything else, like you're checking boxes. And then the third aspect of this that you could value is, did you have an impact? So whether or not you had a list and got everything done, maybe you missed it, but you made a difference. And maybe or maybe not, you did or didn't make some people unhappy. Maybe they might feel differently about you. How you relate to other people is less of importance. But it's at the end of the day, what you did it either make an impact with someone, either help someone in their day, get business done, or did it make a difference in their work day?
This is very interesting.
Right?
Yeah, this is kind of like love languages almost.
Yes, but it's all business. It's kind of a business context. Those are the three that they had, and you fit within somewhere in there. And the people who have a schedule that love hitting the schedule are driven towards that second one, where, hey man, I like this mega list of all the stuff I do, and I love knocking that list out and getting it done. And even if I'm at home, I'm gonna write down 10 books I'm gonna read. I'm gonna check that list off. I'm gonna read the crap out of these books. I'm gonna do it. Or a cleaning list of all the stuff I'm gonna do. I want to see and feel in that activity of doing this on that paper. Yes, like it's a thing, right? That's what I
could see that. I know workers like this.
I thought that's the value of a schedule. She may have more of a drive to be able to check those boxes, right?
Yeah, I don't think I have a checkbox thing. The box is annoying.
Right.
I'm tired. I don't want to check the boxes.
Right.
Checking the box is another task I have to perform. I don't want to do that.
Right. So mine is.
I think I'm definitely. As long as people aren't mad at me, I'm chill.
Right, but mine is impact. Is
okay.
If we start out and the project has like 10 to 20 different tasks that we got to do to make the project run, I'm completely willing to scrap any or all of them if it means the project is a waste of time.
You're right.
And if it's not really going to go anywhere, what's the purpose? Or the other one is things like deadlines. I'm always asking. Someone says, "Hey, the project. Here's what we're working on, and we need it done by April 21st." And my question is, what monetary fault are we going to, or what monetary penalty are we going to suffer if we run past that date? What law are we going to violate? What product is going to suffer quality if we go past that? or is it just an arbitrary date that someone picked out of the out of the air?
Out of the blue. It should take 2 weeks, so we'll just put a 2 weeks thing on it.
Right. I said, so are we facing something where revenue is involved, or legal is involved, or quality of our products are involved, or did some manager who is a box checker,
yeah,
put a date on a thing and wants that goddamn box checked?
I want to check that box
for no material reason at all, and now the rest of the 100, the rest of the 100 people that report to this bozo are scrambling because they just went and he put this arbitrary on the date because he wants the box checked by this date, right? So I've had I've worked for this company for the last 7 years, and maybe twice in all of those 7 years when someone puts a deadline on me that I get a good answer of, oh yeah, well, legally the contract expires on May 1st.
So it has to be done.
We're trying to get it done a week before May, so that way we have some slop time if we get it done. Oh, okay, then.
Slop time. Okay, that's interesting. That was a really cool. Where'd you learn this again?
It was just some training that they had at my job. My job does a pretty good job at training people. Yeah, I liked it.
Interesting.
It was 2-day workshop.
Oh, nice.
And we unpacked a bunch of stuff, and there was pre-work involved, where you had to. It was some serious shit, man. It was like 3 hours worth of pre-work that you had to do. You had to go read a story, and then it was read some story. You had to learn some characters.
See, this is why I can't do homework, man.
Bro. And then they said, write the next chapter of this story.
We're at a chapter? What is my job in this?
And it was a page, right? Then there was another drill that they had was, then they had, here's a picture of something happening. They had two of these.
Pictures are the worst.
They had a picture, and they said, you write a 1.5 page story about what's going on with this picture, and you develop some characters of your own.
Why?
And I went, shit. And here's the thing. And they got it right. So when everybody wrote their stories and they brought it in, it was like a month before the class. And what was happening was, in the background, they were they read your story, and based on the language you used and based on the themes that you used, they were able to predict with very high certainty whether you were a relationship value, a checklist value, or an impact value.
Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah. So they're telling you because your story was written this way. That was your
assessment that you had to do before you walked in the door.
So I don't know if anyone can actually see that, but Ash just crawled on the floor behind you.
Yeah, Ash just went on the floor. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't think you guys could see, but I could see.
But they predicted it was dead nuts on as to what I value. And all I did, I think it was like 3 stories that I had to write.
God, that's terrible. I would never do that. I would just show up and be like, I didn't do it.
Yeah, I know. What are you gonna do? You just get down and start doing push-ups.
Yeah, what are you smoking? You mad at me?
Kicks,
yeah, you're gonna do. That's right. I don't care. Look, flutter kicks.
I'd rather do flutter kicks and push-ups and pull-ups anyway. I don't know.
Push-ups. Doing hand fingers. Logi says that, by the way, I found it helpful when streamers update their titles even when offline. For example, off today, next stream on Wednesday. You know what? Actually, it's weird, Logi. I was thinking about doing this recently.
That's a good idea.
Because when you go to the page, the title is still there. And it was like, Calamity Mod, blah, blah, blah. I was like, man, I should say something else. It should say, something to the viewer. It should be a message. So I think I actually might start doing that. It's funny that we had a similar stream. I think because I thought about this yesterday, I think.
Yeah. Here's the personality of someone who doesn't do prep work right here in areas. But yeah, they would bump.
Okay, called out.
One of my coworkers didn't do it. They bumped him, and they said, "Try. We're going to do it again in 2 months. You missed your window. It needed to be done by here. You're not allowed to go to the class." They bumped him. So, yeah,
I want to go to the workshop still.
Yeah, it was, and the workshop was really good. We unpacked it, and then we unpacked on how to. You're gonna find these in your workplace, and they gave you lessons on how to deal with each type, right?
Right.
And
how to deal with yourself.
You're also going to have employees that are going to come to you, and they're going to value checking this goddamn box out all the time, or they're going to value you're going to crush them if you look at them crossways because
they're sad.
They value your opinion. They want harmony more than anything else at work.
Yeah.
Right. rather than just a bad interaction. They just value harmony. I will ditch on my entire day and not do anything else if I can fix this relationship, and that makes a big deal, right? So I don't know, man.
That's
It was
where
good.
I'm at, actually. That's why I don't work with anybody now, because screw them all.
It's just good. Mm-hmm. Right. So that might be you. I mean that might be.
I don't know.
What I can do
the
is
test.
I can send you a couple of pictures. You can write me a story about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then story. You can write a chapter. We can go
you
talk.
can send
talk
it to the
about
guys in the workshop, and they can do whatever they did to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm
it was
not
really
I'm
good,
not writing
man.
any
I
stories.
enjoyed that. And here's the thing: is for some reason, you saw this too. Sometimes I'll have a shitty attitude about training or a workshop or something.
It's easy too.
I mean, easy to have. I've been in some waste of time trainings, and like the one where the gatekeeping one where we went to with what's her shrink,
wandering shrink.
Yeah, where she was in the panel.
I remember the look
like,
you
hey,
gave me when I was like, I'm going to this.
I'm going to this, and I went,
okay, yeah, I'll come with you.
Yeah, all right, fine. I'm gonna
yeah, it was very unenthusiastic. It wasn't even trying to dissuade me from doing it.
Right.
Because
I didn't talk to you. You stated a fact.
Yeah,
I'm going to this panel, and I went, oh, okay.
Because I'm going with the nerd, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not doing anything right now this second. We got a party to go to after this. I need to liaison with him anyway. I could sit an hour and waste my time.
Right.
10 minutes into the panel, you were like trying to talk to me about how much you were enjoying this panel. I was like, shut up. I'm paying attention.
I know. I'm going, look at that.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, Blake, please, seriously, I'm listening. I'm taking my own notes on the panel.
I was stoked,
Blake's getting excited over there.
Yeah, I was stoked within about 12 minutes in.
Because you recognize yourself in the panel. I mean, being open to stuff is kind of hard sometimes, and doing that because I've been part of BS trainings obviously as well.
Oh, right? And there was, I had no reason to have that attitude about that. I had no reason to have the attitude about the training that I went to. This touchy-feely train. This one.
Touchy-feely training. Monka S.
Well, you know,
my favorite type of training.
It's like, what do you value? Your value system at work.
I love touchy-feely. Yeah,
that's right. I just thought it was going to be all about feelings, and we're not, we're coddling everybody or whatever.
Feelings are important for some people. Obviously, some people aren't. Right? The to-do list boys, they don't care about feelings as much.
Turns out. But I had a shitty attitude about the whole thing.
Oh, well,
and turns out it was a big deal. So I'll use that with my employees, and I'll try and figure out what they value most, and be able to kind of talk with them about
and then pull their purse string, or pull the strings that you need to motivate them to work, right? So,
yeah, but also to make sure that they're fairly happy with
happy
with their job. Right. No.
Scared as hell. Don't want to get fired.
If I need them to do something, what I can say, I need, hey man, here's what we're facing. We need to do this. Here's what I need done. And if you do this, box checker, you'll be able to get all of this stuff done. Here's the big list of things. Mm-hmm. This is all the cool stuff you'll be able to say you've done at the end of it. Or
box checker.
What I'll say is, we need to do this thing because it will make the director of this unit director over here
very happy. So very happy with us.
Or I'll say, the way I would frame it is, X number of users are having this problem. If we do this sort of thing, all of this goes away, and this many people will have a better workday.
Nice, cool. And you got all this from the workshop as well.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the good workshop. I love the Twitch workshops that they did. They did awesome.
Yeah, the Twitch workshop. Yeah, when you get a good one.
I've been part of some good trainings, some like genuinely awesome trainings. So
did you? Army time. Army question? Do you have coffee making training in the Army?
No, we did not.
No,
that's interesting though.
Okay. I've asked this question to a number of Navy servicemen.
Okay.
And I said, did they make you do coffee training? And he says, hell yeah. It was almost week 1, and it was 3 hours worth of coffee training. And I went, whoa, what?
Well, there is your priorities. I was probably doing mag drills while they were working with their coffee. I was
a 3-hour class on coffee.
Blood makes the green grass grow, drill sergeant, and they were making coffee.
They're making coffee, right?
Okay.
And most of the folks in the Navy through, I mean, this is multiple people.
I can see
I've
why it'd
worked
be
with.
important when you're in a service kind of,
Right.
or like an more office oriented position.
Yes. And they said, someone asked them, they said the whoever it was, maybe with their not their drill sergeant, I don't say drill sergeant, but their captain, petty officer, whatever it was, asked them, have you been to coffee training yet? And the recruit goes, yeah, right. Or kind of rolls her eyes at it.
Right,
And then
yeah,
they
coffee
went,
training.
holy shit. Well, guess
who's going to coffee training?
Guess who's going to coffee training? It's 3 hours. You got to do this by tomorrow. And then you need to write a report on it. And then they get punished because they scoff at coffee training.
I see.
And
Kofefe is important, apparently. Americans love Kofefe.
Apparently, it was a BFD because they remembered their experience about dismissing coffee training and then getting smacked for it. So.
Okay, yeah. It'd be like that a lot.
Yeah, coffee training. So.
Well, I mean, I've had some mundane trainings, but
I've been a bunch of waste of time. I guess that's not true. I guess there is all of your mundane, horrible trainings. That's the reason. That is the justification for having a crappy attitude going into another training, right? So.
What, West, dude? Really? I don't know about Reserve Officer Training Corps training is going to be. And then GS-11 is a contract, I believe. It's weird that they made here spend brushing your teeth. I never had a brushing teeth video or how to dress like as a civilian or how to pack a suitcase training.
Drill sergeant taught you all that, right?
No, not really. So like a lot of people are like, oh, you learn how to make a campfire, right? No. Learn how to sew? You know how to shine your boots? Nope.
Really?
Nope. We don't have shiny boots anymore. We had brown boots for Wacky Iraqi land because of sand.
Oh, really?
You don't want black boots.
Oh, right.
But
even for AIT or basic?
No, all those things. No training.
Really?
They need them. They're useless. Jesus is a civilian service. What did I say? I said contractor, right?
Yeah, contractor, something like that. Yeah, non-enlisted officer, employee of the DoD. Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of weird small trainings that you think you would get, but you don't. But I did, how to call in artillery, not a contractor.
Yep.
What's the difference? Actual employee. Okay. All right, whatever.
So what I did this week is I moved. So here's something that worked and kind of didn't work. What worked for me is I moved my off day. Usually I take Mondays off. I kind of didn't like it because Tuesdays is my integration base, which I always have trauma.
Yeah.
I have trauma on Tuesdays. And kind of going into that cold from Enough About You, doing nothing and having kind of the start of my streaming week start on Tuesdays and going straight into trauma and, my PTSD and
you're scared. Yeah. I mean, you're sitting there with your anxiety.
I don't sleep well. I'm usually up till like 1 or 2 a.m. on Wednesday with work at 6:30 on Wednesday. So Wednesdays are trashed after my Tuesdays. I kind of like doing a little bit of something, doing a stream on Monday, so I can kind of level set myself up for it after Enough About You and after doing all my YouTube
Trauma
stuff.
Tuesdays.
Everybody seems to like the Trauma Tuesdays, man. I've lost so much nuclear, so much progress. Like I probably make 15 minutes to 60 minutes worth of progress only on Tuesdays. After 7 or 8 hours. Yeah, you see Ash back there? Fucko. Just walk next time.
Just walk, bro.
That's Ash.
His son, Alex. Sorry.
He's a good kid. He's trying not to.
He's really doing his best. Like, I don't interrupt Dad. I'm not gonna try to bother his stream.
So this way
he got
is
on all fours.
This way is the extra. This is the family room out here, and his computer's over here.
So if he wants to use his computer,
he's been ratcheting up the progress on Minecraft. Right, he's been digging into Minecraft. He got the Java version.
It's funny because what just happened to Blake is that he was reading and talking at the same time, and then the words that he read got into his head. That's why he used progress. That happens to me all the time. Right. Sorry. So yeah, for listening, Ash was crawling on all fours from left to right on the screen to not interrupt his dad because he's doing that. Right. He's got food now. He's got tomato chow. See, it was way smoother than crawling.
Yeah, it was better. And he had food in his hand because that was
crawl. This time he was stuck. He was having no walk. Anyways, what were you talking about? So you're sustained doing a Monday thing before your trauma day? You like doing that?
I like it. I like it a lot more. I used to have Monday off. I just moved my off days, and really the the reason why I had Monday off was because all of their events, they were off on most of the Mondays they were off, and we could have a family night together. Now everything's off, everything's canceled.
Yeah,
right? So they're always
might as well play Minecraft.
yeah. I might as well stream, right? I might as well stream on Mondays.
Good thing you have this, right? This hobby.
Move it. So I moved my off day to Wednesday so that I could do trauma, and if I have bad sleep, then I could just kind of chill out after and kind of recuperate on my Wednesday off of my trauma, and then crash store. Then I can keep on going with my streaming week, do my thing, start up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, do the thing. The other thing that I did was I was doing a single video on Friday. So Friday is all live recording for YouTube. Whatever I'm throwing out to YouTube, I'm just going to record it live in front of everybody. And it's kind of an interesting deal because the viewers get to see kind of what goes into a YouTube video and how how it's all pieced together. For example, is I'll do the FFF review, the Friday Facts review for 12 minutes or something. I'll do a little 12-minute video, and then I'll say, okay, hang on, I'm going to put a header and a footer on it, and then I hit the record button. I go, hey YouTube, hey, thanks for hit the thing with the ding. They're seeing the comment. Right. Okay, and let's get to it. And then I hit the record button, and then right after that, I hit the record button and go, hey, thanks so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe with the comment, the thing, with the deal, and they say, see you next time. And then all of that, it's all out of order. I don't record it live. It's all completely out of order. I record these little segments. And it's
that's
interesting
the way to do it. That's your way of doing it, yeah.
Yeah. And some folks do it all differently, but I would say the majority of YouTubers will do it kind of my way, where they will record different segments at different times, and then worry about piecing it together in the editor.
Right. I think it's pretty common. I think there's a lot of editor work for YouTube.
Yes, confirmed by Chippy. So you remember that one day where I was hanging out in Chippy and Pedguin? They were just farting around in Fortnite, I think, or something. They were both in. It was either Fortnite or something. I don't remember what.
Fortnite sounds right. They did play Fortnite at one point.
It was Chippy freaking. It was freaking Chippy freaking gaming and Ped fucking Gwyn, right?
And they were shooting this. Yeah,
shooting the ball, and they were talking about how their process of their creative process.
Nice.
And I'm going,
I missed this.
I can't even. It was. I want to say it was like a 7:30 a.m. thing.
Yeah.
Our time, right?
Yeah.
It was their afternoon. They were just bulk BSing or whatever, right? 120 viewers in chat. It was Chippy's not even. I don't even think he was live.
No, he wasn't.
Chippy's just recording. Pedguin's live, and it's Pedguin's ignoring chat, and he's just talking to Chippy. But what they were saying was great. It was so awesome. And Chippy was talking about the amount of time he spends for a 15-minute video. How long of an editing? It's like 2-3 hours worth of.
Oh my god!
Of content recording, right? Plus editing, plus chopping it together, plus all right, because he has to record the right stuff and he's got to set the traps and all that sort of stuff. He was saying it's kind of a 1-to-5 or a 1-to-8 ratio of amount of time. So 10 minutes here means 80 minutes over here.
Good Lord. Well, Chippy has very high quality videos as well, and he's got his own system and stuff.
Yeah, right. So Chippy's awesome. And by the way, how many subscribers does he have on YouTube?
250,000.
Yeah, he's BFD, man.
I guess I don't remember actually. I don't know the number Chippy's got.
Yeah, you think 638K.
Dang,
so he's half.
3/4 of a mil.
That's what's up, right? That's what's up.
Almost a mil, yeah. I knew he wasn't quite at a mil. I don't know. Sorry, 250,000. My bad. Over half a million. Well, he's been doing it longer than me. He's been doing YouTube longer than I have done content. Period.
Yes.
So,
yeah. And he was saying that he says one of the things. This is where I kind of got my thought about be a student of your craft. Right. That's my deal. Learn what you got to learn. He says, as a YouTube creator, he says one of the things that I got good at. He says I'm really good at this. I'm good at editing. And he says, and there's two pieces. That one is operating the software and knowing shortcuts and speed, and the other one is editing in terms of what is the good part about what you want, like
Right.
fine tuning it down into exactly what you want to say and exactly what you want to show, and trimming the fat.
Right.
Right. Two pieces of that.
I think I'm starting to mess with that side of YouTube as well. I'm getting there.
Right.
I need to make a video on the new Happiness and Pylons update because everyone's asking me about it.
Yeah.
So I need to do something about that. I need to trim the fat and make a 15-minute video. I'm days late already. Freaking Ped and Chippy and T and
Done.
everybody. That's all done already. It's all out.
All done. Yep. Yeah. But this was like, I think I hung in there for 90 minutes or something until I had to go to a meeting or something. And it was Pedguin and Chippy just talking about the business of streaming. And I'm going, freaking great, man. Like, when are you going to have... This is a dude who has 630K. I mean, he probably had 500,000 at this time. But this is, hey, Quack, welcome back,
2
man.
months. Quack. Oh, my God. Thank you for the sub.
Thank you very much for the sub. But this is a guy who probably had 500,000 at the time. He's been growing steadily ever since, right? And by the way, he made double with 1.4. Right?
Well, it's happening. I don't know.
Wouldn't you predict something like it? He may cross 1 million, right?
Well, he is on...
So dumb.
He's on the early access as well. He'll be streaming on his YouTube so...
Right. I mean, why wouldn't? That's an easy prediction. Like if you could throw $100 bet on it, is he going to double?
I'd take that bet. I'd bet against you.
Take that bet too.
1 million? Right. No, I'd bet against you for at 400,000 subscribers. No way. 340,000.
400K? Oh man, easy.
No way.
Easy.
No way. There's not even gonna be.
Yeah.
I mean, how many players will be playing? This is like 60,000 people playing Terraria right now.
In 3 months. In 3 months.
In 3 months.
Say 3 months from within 3 months of January of May.
I bet you $100 that won't happen in 3 months. That he'll be 1 million. Because the atrophy is going to happen. Do you want to take the bet? I want $100 if I can.
There's witnesses here.
There's witnesses.
It's $100.
3 months. $100. They're gonna make it $1,000. I bet you $1,000 he won't hit 1 million in 3 months.
Because that's the easy bet is.
Yeah, that's the question, Max.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? Anyway, so what I would say is, anyway, it was like 90 minutes until I had to go to a meeting, but I was listening to Chippy and Ped just talk about.
You were taking part in your mentorships there.
Unpack it. Yeah, I was. That's what's also on our list is not only learn your craft but get a mentor. And I was going, shoot, I'm gonna freaking write all this down.
He was so confident until I was like $100. Turn around.
Well, if you had $100 to risk on a thing,
It's kind of a. You don't, not a betting man, obviously. He had his betting done already.
Yeah, I already did that in Vegas in December. It was a little bit.
I don't know if I have any. Do I have a con? Something that I don't want to do again? One of the things I've had issues with I need to find a way, and I have a way. I've already been helped with this, and I need to do it. I need to be able to put my sound from a video into Discord via my mic. It's something I need to do. Because one of the things that I like to do is sit down and watch videos with my co-guest star people, and they can't hear the video.
Me.
And that's a problem. Yeah, for just you. Yeah.
Sound drops.
But I need it needs to only and sound drops as well. So it needs to not go into OBS, but go into Discord. So and I know I can do it. I have a virtual auto mixer. I need to mess with that. That would be something that I need to work on.
You can unpack some time.
Some graphs right there.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have Clowny open still.
So the one that I'm going to do is I do need to do the OBS. Speaking of OBS, probably on my off day, I'm probably going to be able to. I'm going to split up all of my audio into channels so that during my YouTube recordings, I can shut off my alerts, and so my alerts will go to a different audio channel so that I can hear it, but the recording won't. Right. So I don't want to turn off. I don't want to turn them off, but I do want to be able to go up to Discord and mute them or turn them up and down and all that business. So that'd be good. Wow, look at that Twitch viewers.
This here.
So no,
that's not right.
Let's go those graphs. Put those graphs up.
Look, put the graphs up. Where are the graphs? You can see my streams on here. Can ya?
Look.
Put in 3 years mode.
Exclamation point graph. It's a joke for my stream.
Twitch viewers 185,000. January 6th, 2020. What the heck? What happened there?
What happened then?
January 20. That's the biggest spike it's ever had. This is a bug. I don't know.
That's a red?
That's live viewers. So what the heck? Oh, GDQ.
GDQ. Oh, yeah. That was you.
Holy shit, it fucking was me, son. It's you dummy. You effing moron. Chat is right there.
Oh, man. It's you dummy.
Holy crap, boys. It's your boy Bagger.
Oh, man.
Up in here with the 150K. It's like, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of viewers. How did that happen?
That's got to be a bug.
That's got to be a bug. January 6th. Something was going on January 6th.
Oh, you dummy. Oh, TVG dummy. There you go.
Good lord. I'm a dummy, Twitch chat. I'm a dummy. It's confirmed. Good lord.
That's gotta be. That's
a bug. Duh. Whoopsies. Dang, I didn't realize that. Oh man, I didn't realize. Boys, this makes me feel accomplished. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Look, so all the people who are listening, you can't see this graph. We need to include this graph somehow. But
June 29th, 2015, 159K players on Steam. That's got to be 1.3. Is that the 1.3 release?
Oh,
in the blue, by the way.
All. Let's do all. Aha. Okay.
Sorry, I was in all.
159,000. Yeah, that is definitely 1.3. And then looks like there's another release. You can see the releases in this graph.
Yeah,
oh man, look at the. Whoa, wait a second. But look at the recent players increase.
Yeah,
it's like so.
It's double its normal. So normal is, it looks like the normal average in the last, say, 3 months, 29 to 35. I'll say, no. Let's see, what's the peak of there? Okay, yeah, 29 to 35 or so. And now
I
it's
did,
up
Max.
near
I left a freaking
36.
mark on this graph for ad infinitum forever. As Terraria goes on, there will be the highest moment of Twitch viewers, and it will have been my GDQ run.
So far.
Dude, that is trippy as heck.
That's trippy. That's meta. You can't see now this thing. If he gets off air and he starts thinking about this,
my mind's gonna melt, man.
His mind's gonna break. But you're right. Look at February average of say 35K playing, and April 60K playing easy.
It's a bit of a jump already, you know. And your quarantine kicked in too, right?
And
so,
well, yeah,
the perfect storm. I did a big GDQ run. I released coronavirus on the world. Coronavirus happened. Sorry, my bad.
Happened. But just things happen.
And then 1.4 is 1.4 is coming out.
It's pretty frequent if you think about it. 100 years, every 100 years.
Yeah, every 100 years.
Really,
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
I'm
not the Bristol pusher.
No.
Yeah, every game has more players for sure. Twitch has 25% increased in all stats.
Right?
So,
yeah.
Well, that's weird. Don't know if I like that.
That's very craziness. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Feels weird, man. Feels different, man.
Feel weird.
This ain't like when I was starting my stream 2015 to 0 people. It's a little bit different now.
Streaming your balls off to 2 people.
I'm streaming hard. Some of my best streams ever to 2 people.
Some of my best ever.
My best work.
I remember one of my best ever was This is old man clown here. Back in the day, when you start your stream, it doesn't automatically unhost you from who you were hosting.
Yeah. You have to type in /unhost
3 times. So it took.
Yeah, sometimes it's slow.
You had to manually type /unhost in order to unhost. I had probably my best 90 minutes to 2 hours that I streamed my balls off, and I
remember this day too, because I remember you coming to me like, I had the best stream, but
I was hosting Fuzzle's Bigfoot.
So, and what happened to you is someone in mobile came in, because mobile didn't see hosts.
Mobile was a save. It was a save because they're like, hey man,
and desktop, you were still hosting somebody, by the way.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch.
No hosting. You're still
hosting.
And
you were like, and you're streaming right after that. Probably. I've done that too. I've also done the leave stream on all night as well. Previously,
Llama Chomp did that.
Yeah, I think everyone's done it at least once.
I don't think I've ever left it on.
Recently, Duncan of the Yogscast has done that. He left it on. People had to text him.
Yep. In fact, I had an unhost sticky note on the side of my monitor.
If you haven't done that yet, you're not a real streamer. All right, I'm just saying.
Right.
You'll get there, Blake. Don't worry.
But I know. You know why? Is because after every stream, I reset. I reboot my computer.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay.
Right. and without fail, I'll close everything and I'll just reboot, and I usually do that before I stand up. I do a restart every
JD,
time.
Yeah, JD's done it. 3 hours long. I think mine was all night. It was like 8 hours. Surprised.
Yeah.
But my stream didn't get banned or anything like that. I just woke up, and was like, oh shit, turn it off.
Oh, hey everybody.
No, it's hit the stop
hey
stream.
everybody.
I had to go to work. I didn't have time to
that's right. It was your work day.
I had a job.
Okay.
No, hey everybody. Streaming again. I don't turn my PC off ever because bot. I don't want the bot to go down.
Right. Well, would that be an okay strategy to just always be live? You could get ad revenue.
Now, highest length is 48 hours, right? You have to stop the stream and start the stream again, and it's not allowed to not be active. So there has to be someone actively there. So you'd have to have a crew to come in and, like they've been doing with reruns.
Or if you just had your splash screen on.
Yeah, that's not okay. It's against toss.
Okay.
Not okay.
All right. Well, there you go. Okay. Well, there you go.
Is it 30 minutes exactly? I'm not sure what the inactive time is, but yeah, you have to be active.
Yeah. Yeah. Twitch.
Actually,
so
you
no,
might be
there's
right, Udoba. The Twitch plays. I guess there's some exceptions to the rule on Twitch.
Yep. Oh, manzies. All right.
You could rerun the VLC. That counts, right? You're not allowed to do that anymore.
Right. Have you played? All right. 2 questions. Have you played Valorant?
Valorant. Fucking
Valorant.
Idiot. Valorant.
All I've seen is the word. I've never watched the stream.
I have not played Valorant. No. CS:GO Overwatch. Oh,
CS:GO Overwatch.
Shady, don't take my shit. All right, listen.
CS:GO Overwatch.
So yeah, it's CS:GO shooting style with MOBA style / Overwatch style abilities.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah, it looked like there was magic and stuff. It's
magic. Yeah, there's some magic. It's a Riot game, so there's it's high quality. It's good. If people like it, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
This is my feelings. I mean, like, looks like another TF2 clone to me. Chat says, yeah. That's what I said about Overwatch. Valve got out of making TF2 style games because it felt like there wasn't enough money in it. Yeah, it felt like it wasn't able to say, hey, this is our thing, and you're not allowed to have anything else like that, right?
Hey.
That's why they kind of stopped making Portal games, because everyone's making a Portal game now.
Valve used to make games.
Used to make games.
Now they just make money.
Now they make ducats, dollars, dinero. That's it. Okay, pesos.
Valve used to make great games. Now they just make money.
They made Alex. They made Alex.
They made a VR game to sell their VR headset.
Basically, yeah. And so what I've seen about the reviews of it is that it's like a VR, really extensive VR showcase more than a game per se.
They don't want to sell you games anymore. They want to sell you a VR headset.
Right, exactly.
That is it. It's $1,000 VR head. It's a $1,000 VR headset. God,
that's not that. I mean,
call me when they're $300-$400. Call me.
Right. So $300 and $400 is like what the console sell rate would be.
Yes.
When it's around console sell rate, that makes a lot more.
Around consoles, yes. Now look, if you get price point down there, it'll go prolific. It will. Console-ish. $1,000. I can't see it taking off crazy across the industry yet.
I think the biggest issue is that the games for it are not great yet.
That's what I'm saying. Is get that price down, you'll have adoption, and the cycle will start happening.
That makes sense, actually. Yeah, the biggest problem with it right now, I think, is that developers don't want to invest in something that has such a low market penetration.
Well, right? That's it. Right. That's it. That is exactly right. Kind of build it and they will come type of thing. Get it into its own game. Right. See, $1,000. Yeah.
Panasonic 3DO launched at $1,000 into its own grave.
It's about like a console investment, right? Because that's kind of what you're doing is when you invest in this thing, and then so you buy a PS4. Now you've got to go buy PS4 games for it. Yeah. It doesn't end with that one purchase. You have to go get more
and
stuff.
Maybe controllers and maybe like add-ons and accessories and stuff depending on right
and a floor pad because you'd be walking around standing and all that stuff right and breaking all your lamps and your shit all the ceiling fans.
We have a problem. I remember that website.
So yeah, somewhere around that, because console is kind of ubiquitous, but not everybody has every console. 6 consoles, 40 controllers.
NASA, yeah.
Yes, right.
Shout out to your boy.
Someone you might have 1 or 2 consoles, right? You might have a Switch and an Xbox or something, right? You don't go get them all, so you invest in one line, right? So, but still, $300 to $400 is going to limit you, but it's kind of limit you to the Xbox or the PS4 type of thing. But $1,000 is
you can buy 3 consoles for that. You can furnish a whole gaming. You can get a gaming PC. There's a lot you could do with it.
I can get a ton more fun out of Xbox if I get an X for $1,000. I'm gonna go get an Xbox and get a bunch of control, get decked out,
get
a bunch of games,
get a new TV.
Here we go.
Right, spend $500 on a new TV.
Right.
And then another big issue with the VR right now, I think, is the setup and the space required. So you have to pay your grand, and then you have to also have a room for that shit.
Your room.
Do you have a room in your house for VR? Probably not. It's kind of proprietary still. You probably haven't set it up yet. Yeah. So it's And that's true, Max. Max says you have to have a gaming PC too, and you have to have the GPU and stuff in the PC. So it's well beyond $1,000. I mean, we're talking about like a $5,000 investment, maybe, depending on how expensive space is for you.
So once you get the hardware down to console-ish, now you're going to start talking. Now the developers will show up, and now they'll start making.
A big issue is probably that the tools don't exist for development very easily, and also VR is so intensive graphics-wise that it's difficult as well. And then there's also the health problems associated with VR. Motion sickness, queasiness, vomiting.
This one right here.
Yeah, I have a big problem with it. It's hard for me to do VR because I get sick pretty quick, and I have to put it down. And I don't do a 30-minute gaming session, bro. All right.
Yeah.
We do 6-hour gaming sessions around here.
Like a rolly chair. A rolly chair may get him
Yeah, spin me right around, baby. I just roll from one side to the other. Definitely cars, planes. They always give me motion sick.
Yep. Yeah, cars. Is that why you? Well, you make me sit in the front when we Uber.
Oh, I am better in the front, but as long as I don't have to talk to somebody, I'm even better.
Okay.
Right. So,
well, you make me see. If you needed motion sickness, if you're going to get motion sick, that should override my my grab ass thing where I want to talk to them.
Sure.
Right? I want to ask them questions. Right.
It would do if I needed to be in front, but I'm okay to not be in front. Let me know if music is too loud, by the way.
Well, here's the thing: is that when you, yeah, okay, it makes sense now. You put me in the front, so I do all the talking.
Right. That's my plan.
And then you can sit back and not talk at all.
Not talk. Not have to focus on anything. That way I don't get sick.
Okay. All right. It makes sense.
Quickest way to get me to vomit, ask me. Second quickest way to get me to vomit, be on an airplane, talk to me. Vomit every time.
Right.
If you're like, I'll give you $100 if you throw up, I could do it.
Yeah, instantly, right? Easy money. I do that for free most times, man.
If I'm just having a bad day.
If you're on a bad day, shoot, that's a Wednesday. You get an extra $100 this week.
I just remember getting food poisoning and just vomiting my brains out because I'm like, nope, I'm poisoned.
Oh man!
If you can't vomit on command, work on it. Okay, it's a very useful technique. Who knows when you're gonna get poisoned? Who knows?
So funny.
Who knows?
That was so funny when the last time you got food poisoning, your immediate snap was, "I think we're poisoned." Run straight to the bathroom.
Start vomiting. Drink water. Well, I was just cleaning my stomach out. I don't want any more of this poison. Poison bad.
Yep.
There's a lot of people afraid of being sick or vomiting. So, Blake, if I say to you, "I'm sick," what does that mean to you?
My first thought is headache and cold and sniffly and sneezy and all that, because that's mine. Because that's when I say to you I'm sick, that's what I've got.
Right. So in UK, if you're sick, you're throwing up.
Oh.
Being sick is vomiting. Vomiting and sick are synonymous. It's weird.
Right.
Flu, cold, right? Yeah. See, when you're someone that's sick, so and so got sick, they didn't vomit. They have a flu or something. They got a cold. They have something like that. What did you call a cold? Ill. Someone's ill.
Writing down our
comments for today. That's a thing.
All right, let's do one, and we'll get out of here. I want to show you this. This is Blake's Internet Corner, and it is COVID related. Let's do this one. And this has audio too. It's hilarious.
Okay.
You may have seen this, but I want to make sure everybody does. It is in chat. I am not going to be nice to you, motherfuckers. This is so great.
He looks very angry.
Tell me when you're gonna start it.
Some of you motherfuckers, let me tell.
Okay. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let me tell you one thing. I am not going to be nice to some of you motherfuckers. Listen to me. Listen to me. I am not going to be nice to some of you motherfuckers. Let me tell you.
He's pinching
we
us.
have a pandemic.
Listen.
Coronavirus is a pandemic. Parents, can you fucking get your kids out from the street? It's fucking annoying. Some of you motherfuckers who have your kids out there, and it's
Listen.
fucking 9 p.m.
9
I
p.m.
just cannot understand what the fuck is wrong with some of you. For
Listen,
God's sake,
keep going.
Some of your kids are there, they are catching disease. Some of your kids are there, they are distributing the disease. You fucking need to go get your kids. You know,
He's
grab
very upset.
their nuts, grab their dick and twist that nut.
Oh my God, no.
Understand? It's fucking annoying. We have thousands of doctors that are dying for us today. Doctors are sacrificing their life. We have nurses who are dying for us today. Okay?
Very impassioned speech.
So some of you...
Grab the dick and you twist it. Another grab. I knew that there was some grabbing dick in here. I remember.
Remember the one for
Extra swing
grab his
twist.
dick and twist it?
Grab his dick and twist it.
Yeah, this is chapter 2 for that.
I guess so. It is. It's like the grabbing dick and twist it is contagious.
Grab that and
This-
twist it.
This poor guy is he's very moisturized, by the way. Giving a very impassioned speech. And he's very serious. There's nurses out there dying. Okay,
I'm
There's
not
kids in-
going to be nice to you.
Look,
God.
some of you motherfuckers. I'm not gonna be nice to you. Well, great.
not gonna be nice
Blake,
to
we
you.
got going on this week.
Oh man, I'm keeping going tomorrow. I'm not off tomorrow. Trauma Tuesday as usual.
Okay.
Off Wednesday to recover from Trauma Tuesday.
Okay. Cool.
All YouTube recordings happen on Friday, and then this Saturday I did a speed run, multiplayer speed run. It'll be up tonight on my YouTube channel and speedrun.com. And we set a world record
Oh wow.
on an empty
Oh.
category.
Oh, no. Oh no. That's good. Great. You did it though. I mean, that's
Got
where it's
it.
at.
Got it.
You did do it.
Did it. Yep.
So that's the thing. I mean, who else is submitted to the category?
Same
Nobody.
stuff going on this week, mostly as happened next week. Bunch of we're going to wrap up Crash Story, and probably instead of a Saturday with another speed run, we may open up the server, the Node Craft server, into promo code Clowntown. For NodeCraft, if you a NodeCraft server, and we may set up a community Crastorio base because I'm wanting other people to join in with me. It's gonna be fun, and see how we're doing. It's a really fun mod. It's well made, and got a couple changes that have come in this week, so it was good.
Cool. Nice.
But otherwise, it's good stuff, man.
I won't be streaming this week, probably. We'll see though. See you Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Try and get out and do some walks and
The
get
outside
your stuff
place.
out.
The outside place is scary.
Exercise, man.
It's got sun and stuff like that. All right, we're gonna go right, Nikums. Thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate it. You're the best. Stay motivated. All right, that's the most important thing. You're motivated. You can do anything. Stay awesome because you know you're awesome. Let us know if you need anything. All right, and remember, stretch.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Oh man, I messed it up. You're right. Just wash your hands. You goofed it.
See you, everybody.